Greetings, minions and brainworms from City Alpha 5 and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing Empyrion Galactic Survival. In this episode, we are going to continue our work on our DeLorean. If you saw the last episode, you saw how I put thrusters down in the angled pylons on the back end, and how I made tires. We're going to continue this and get all of it done, hopefully, time permitting. And to start off, let's remove this block. Wrong tool for the job. Now, the thing about this game that you should bear in mind is that even though this is technically separated from the vehicle by looks, it is only aesthetic. Meaning that even though it looks like it's separated from the vehicle, even though it's a distant speck away, it is still considered attached to the vehicle. The only way that they would be not connected to the vehicle would be, one, if you just completely destroyed it, or I believe if you, well, I think you'd have to destroy the whole thing. Once you've got a block down, and you start placing blocks around, and then deleting some and all, it's still going to be attached. So enough of my jibba jabba. Let's get this rolling. So let's see if we can actually get this in place. See, I don't know what it is with this game, but like things like thrusters apparently do not like things directly attached to them, which is kind of dumb, but it's how it is. Alright, so we gotta be kind of crafty in how we're going to attach this. Now, first of all, let's rotate this around and see if we get it in just the right. Okay, there's that way, and it needs to be attached like that, I believe. And back it up and place. Now, I have just got finished with a 4-episode recording marathon of 7 Days to Die. So please watch that. But on the other hand, but other than that, I'm still kind of programmed with the 7 Days to Die controls. So do bear with me as I muddle into this. I will be making mistakes probably on a routine basis in this. So to get around that whole it doesn't want to attach bull, you gotta find another block to aim it at. And I really would like to see the developers come up with a smarter way of aiming blocks. Let's see, that should be curved the right way. Yes. Alright, and we will put in this block aiming at the curved block. That will make it attach the way I want it. Yes, nice, nice. So let's get that curved block in place. Rotate it around. And there we go. Now we have the back tires done. So now what we need to do is get in the vehicle, get it to hover. See if we can get it lift off. Now, it's going to stick. Apparently, at this level of development, when you have a ground vehicle landed on a base platform, it doesn't want to fly. Not really easy, anyway. And it's lopsided, so that's also a problem. Alright, spin your ass back around. It's very, very touchy. And I gotta back it up a little. Lift off, please. Oh, it's hanging up on it. Come on. Just a little more sauce there. And a little boost. That's a bit much, but it'll do. Alright, now let's vacate the vehicle. Go into first person. Let's go up and make a block here. Okay, so that'll allow us to land it. We can get up inside it again. And then kill power. And splat. Okay, so now what we can do is remove these blocks. Now there's a problem that I have always seen with other people's videos, and it's now apparent with mine, is that this game, when you go to destroy a block, it like ricochets and damages other blocks around it, which I think is kind of dumb. It's just nature of the beast. It just costs you more in terms of repairs and all that. So as you can see, it's still attached to the vehicle, but it doesn't look like it. So now we got to get top side here, or at least extend the front out a little bit. So let's go out a few more blocks. And hopefully this doesn't get stupid. You can always take away, so we'll add a few more. We got to get the front wheel wells in place. And back it up. Yeah, it gets kind of glitchy, and it's not just me and my sad ass computer. I've seen other playthroughs of this game, you know, let's play videos and all, where people have had similar issues with the blocks disappearing, or they're just graphical glitches, and it's part of the game. I mean, it's just kind of something people will have to deal with, at least until the developers can correct it. Alright, so we got some good length on the hood section. So now I think it's probably okay to set a spot for the landing gear in the front. And I think that's probably about the best spot. Let's see, there'll be plenty of room around it. Let's see if I can get a good perspective on it. I'm thinking that right there, or there. Because I think the back tire is a little bit close. Yeah, we'll just set it right there. And see, we got 2 blocks from the front. So it'd be like right there if I'm looking at the other side just right. Rotate twice and plop. So now we'll go into our inventory, which is not the tab button, it's the I button. And we will get out our control thrusters. Pop them underneath. Well, first of all, let's make sure they're aimed right. Which way? It's probably up on top, isn't it? Yeah. So, oop. I think that might be it. Yep. So I'll have that one aimed down. And we could do it for this side too. And there we go. Excuse me while I work my lungs out. Okay, so we will put a block up back there. And here. Okay, so now we need, let's see, can we do it without fuss now? Nah, it's going to be fussy. Alright, so we will have to finagle this just the right way. Caress it like a lady. There. And we'll pair it up on this side here. Get in over here and do the opposite or the same. Perspective. Okay. There's that. Whoop. Back up, back up, back up. Alright. Oops, overdid it. There we go. Okay, so we got those in place. Now we need to put the solid blocks on ends. If I can get it to aim right. And it's a very frustrating thing about building in this game. Okay, now let's get to this side. Alright, so let's get the curves on. Ooh, perfect. Let's see, can we do this one over here? It's aimed the wrong way. Alright, well, we'll just work on this side first. It's so touchy. Alright, so we got that in place. Back up. Come on, you. It is really, really, really touchy. Alright, now we get a block. Pop that in there. Come back over here. And there we go. So we got that set. Now I want to put a couple more, at least I'd say 2 more of these hover plates or whatever they're called before we bring the DeLorean down to ground level again. Get rid of the block in our hand. Do I have it in my inventory? Nope. So we'll have to construct them. Well, first of all, let's see. We'll take our extra metal plates and put them in the food processor. Because those are always needed for the grow blocks. Okay, so let's get our hover thing, our hoverboard parts. There, 2 should do it. And scroll this down just a little. Excellent. So it's going to build up. And they got the devs got to tweak this a bit too to make it just a little easier to use. All right. So now we'll plunk these in here. Now I hope that this building tutorial for the DeLorean, if this is what you want to build as a vehicle, I hope it helps you. If you make something similar to it and improve on it, let me know. I would love to see other people's take on this vehicle. Of all science fiction, Back to the Future is my most favorite. I love time travel shows, movies. Just absolutely love it. And I mean, I consider myself a Back to the Future fan, where other people would consider themselves like Star Trek nerds and Star Wars nerds. I love Star Wars and Star Trek, don't get me wrong, but Back to the Future, that's my shit. That's my jam. I mean, I absolutely, I'm a BTFF or BTTF, whatever. It's late at night, guys. I'm a Back to the Future nerd, hardcore. I even my fan freakishness is so extensive that I even tried to write a story of Back to the Future Part 4, and in order to write it, I watched Back to the Future Part 1, 2, and 3 quite literally over 1,000 times. I basically would watch a scene. Whoa, it's going to crash on me. Oh, it's going to squish me. Ick. Yeah, I would watch a scene over and over and over again, not only to like catch what was going on and absorb every little bit of what was going on in it, but also watch the background, the flubs, and any little opportunity where there could be a loophole to create another sequel. And I wasn't able to find anything that would be worthwhile, so I ended up writing it, my story, where Doc and Clara and their kids go back to the past, kind of where they all began, essentially, to hook up with Jules Verne. And I'm a big fan of Jules Verne, always have been since I was a kid. And it ends up that Jules Verne, who many sci-fi authors consider the creator of the future, he is the creator of science fiction in essence. Jules Verne got his ideas by stealing the time train and going into the future, and what he saw in the future he used in his books. And basically stranding Doc and Clara and the family back in the, I think it was the 1860s in France. And Doc had to once again send a letter to the future to get Marty and Jennifer to rebuild the DeLorean and come back and like bail them out. And then afterwards they were supposed to fix the inadvertent damage to the time stream that Jules Verne had created. Now, mind you, at the time that I was writing all this, I was like 14, 15 years old. So it wasn't the very best, I guess, but it wasn't like shitty fan fiction, you know. So it had a serious tone to it, and I enjoyed it, but I never got to finish it. Alright, so how am I going to place this on something that's, what is this, even blocks? Yeah, I think, or odd blocks. Well, we'll just slap it to the side if I can stop squirming around so much. Alright, so there's our oxygen supply. Now I noticed, see, there was a hot fix or an update that came out since I last recorded. And apparently it makes it so I can actually jump up on blocks now, whereas before I couldn't jump to save my soul. I mean, I was too white for that, apparently. Alright, so we put a thruster in, to these, and that. Now the thruster, oh, come on. Get up there. You can jump up there, but staying up there is a challenge. There we go. Back up one. There we go. So yeah, we're going to get hot jet exhaust right into the grill. Right in our faces. If it doesn't jack up on me here. Come on, get in place. And now that I place it, I realize that isn't exactly the way I want it now. Moving on. Alright, so we'll put... Actually, I got an idea for these. So there's space there. Let's see, we got space here, so we can still access the oxygen tank. Excellent. So what we'll do is we'll put these as the edge of our bumper. Now on the DeLorean itself, at least the one from the movie, there is a box, like on each side in the front, that comes off of the flux dispersal grill. I don't know what it's actually called. I think that's what fans have called it. You know, the technical fans, you know, the ones that read blueprints for the Enterprise. There is a box like this in the front of the DeLorean. It looks sort of like our cargo containers. I want to see how this looks in the body. I guess I'll just roll with it. See, it's supposed to look like the DeLorean. It's not supposed to be the DeLorean. Obviously, we cannot go back to the future with this. Because there'd be a lot of things about this game that I would fix that I've played out so far. Like losing the ghetto DeLorean, for instance. That was very sad. May it rest in pieces. Alright. So it looks... The shape is the DeLorean. The function is obviously not. And so I'm just kind of rolling with that. Now let's see, what do we got here in terms of inventory? Headlights. Now we're going to need more of these blocks. Let's swap these around. And yeah, we'll probably use these two, I guess. So let's go make some more square blocks, or cubes, and tank up on some oxygen, and see how that goes. $50 should do. So while that's grinding away, let's get some oxygen. Alright, so that should do her. And yeah, we'll get some bread. And then we'll go back to our inventory, we'll pop these in, and then eat. Alright. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Okay, enough of that. So block, headlights, bumper. But first we need, let's get that out of our faces. Let's check this. Ooh, building faster, that's cool. We're also going to need our spray paint tool, which is... Did I make one? I don't know if I made one for this game. I know I had it for my off-camera game. I am not seeing it in there, so we'll have to make one. Excuse me. So I'll make one of those. Put these in here. We're getting pretty close to the end of our episode. But, you know, the coloring, I can do that off camera. I'm not going to put the blue lights around it like I did in my in the demo that I showed you guys, because it is a pain in the ass, in all brutal honesty. But you can put lights on as you deem appropriate. Okay, so we got to squeeze in here and try to figure a way to get this to connect to, there we go. So we'll just fill in the hood of the DeLorean. Like so. Or what? Ah. Alright, we will put, let's see, and we'll go like this. Headlights. Unfortunately, they don't do the square ones for vehicles. I mean, I would have taken, like, this floor light and put that there and there, and it would look very, very close to what the actual DeLorean had in the movie. Alright, so now for a bumper. Actually, come across. Oh, we ain't gonna be able to do it like that, so we'll have to improvise. Oh, good, it didn't stick like that. Good. It bugged me for a sec there that there's another block sticking out towards me, but... Alright, so we got that, and now we can put in our bumper. Let's see, flip it over. Come over to the other side, rotate it around. Ta-da! He's almost done. So we need to get in, power it up, and we just need to move forward a little bit. And then kill power, vacate the vehicle, and then come in to finish off the back end. Now for this, we're going to need the angled blocks. And this is probably going to get a little tricky because it's up higher. So maybe we have to jump up on it. There we go. Getting a little better at that, I think. So let's see, should we put in a block here? Block there. Angle block there. Excellent. Kill the jetpack. Jump up over on this side if we can without making a mess of ourselves. There we go. And we made a mess of ourselves. Oh, come on. Get up there. Alright, so now we will put that in. Angle block. Place, there we go. Square. And then, actually I think it probably should come up higher, yeah. Alright, so I have to undo this. If I can get the damn thing to jump right. Get up there, you dirty little... Actually, maybe we put another angle up on this. Yeah, that's what we needed. And see if we could squeeze it in there just right over there. Come down, put on the boxes here. Excellent. So now, let's go in our inventory. Let's take out this and put this in. And this is how we do the painting tool. Basically, you point it at a block, and you click. And obviously we don't want blue, so you click again, and it's black. Now if you hold the shift button down, and you click another block, the last color you used will be the color that it puts down on it. And you might want to take this last block out, actually. So the back end of a DeLorean is got a black like bumper. Oh, come on. Stop over walking. Okay. So we also got to get the tires. As we get all that while we're down here. And the pylon that hangs from is also black. Okay. We will have to get the back side of it by hovering the vehicle, unless you can eke it in there. Oh, damn it. I knew I should have made this landing platform bigger. Okay, jetpack, die. Alright, so shift, click. And if you make a mistake with the paint, you can always just cycle back through without holding shift. You can cycle back through the colors till you get to what you need. So this is basically the way I built my DeLorean in my off-camera game. Now obviously I did some things different, like, well, I didn't fall off as much when I made it in the other game. And now I'm stuck under the base. You dirty son of a cow. Alright, let's get this done. We're already over time. Alright. Now, in the front of the DeLorean, you have the DMC for DeLorean Motor Vehicle, or Motor Company, right in the middle there. So there's that. So we got all the tires done. Let's remove the the bottom blocks of the exhaust, because I don't think they really look right. Okay, now let's get the tail lights done. Now it's yellow on the outside for the turning signal. Alright, so yellow, yellow, and then it is red for the brake light. And then right here, we'll just make this white for orange. Let's see if there's orange in here. No, so we'll just make it white for the license plate, for the out of time license plate. Orange would have been for the one from the future. Yeah. So we'll just extend that bumper around a little bit more. Alright, and then up front here, we'll make this bumper white. It'll kind of contrast against the flat grayness. There we go. And besides the, oh, I forgot to shift. There we go. It'll contrast against the flat gray, and also, you know, the front bumper of the DeLorean is a mesh, like a metal mesh with little tiny holes through it. So this will kind of give it that kind of airy look, I guess, to it. All right. So let's get to hovering. Let's see how high we are here. Okay, we're good. So now, oh, I didn't want it to come back down. I want you to go back up. Okay, we got 4 little blocks to paint yet. And I think that should just about do it for this. Oops. Damn it. There we go. And oops, there. Wow. Okay, bouncy car. Oh, gotta get that front section. And there we go. So let's hop in our car. Let's take a look at it first of all. See, Alt and mouse move. There we go. It's kind of Lego-ish. It's not quite perfect. Not exactly like. Oh, I still got to get the vents on the back, but ain't no thing. But it's sort of the DeLorean. And probably need to work on putting more thrusters on. Or another thing I realized when I was messing around in my off-camera game is putting on a second RCS seems to, I can't 100% prove it, but it seems to add more to your reaction thrusters, so you can spin even better with a second RCS. Anyways, we are way over time, but if you like this video, please click the like button. If you didn't like this video, click the dislike button. If you're bored with this video, before you're bored, if you didn't like this video, at least leave a polite and creative comment in the section below, so I know what's wrong, so I can make improvements based on what you don't like. Alright? Otherwise, screw you. If you're bored with this episode, click the dislike button, then the like button. They'll cancel each other out, and it'll give you something to do. If you feel my videos are worthy, then by all means, please share them on whatever social media websites you make use of. I could definitely use the free advertising, but I ain't going to put you up to it. But thank you for it anyway. And please subscribe so you can keep up to date with all my videos as I crank them out. As I mentioned in my 7 Days to Die videos, which you should be watching, I might be reducing the amount of videos I'm putting out. So like one day I'll put out 7 Days to Die, and the next day I might put out an episode of Empyrion, and just kind of alternate back and forth between the two games. But If you don't like that idea, then leave a comment in the section below on what you think I should do. Do you want to see 2 episodes a day, 1 of each game? Do you want to see one game every other day and 1 of the other games every other day in between? Tell me what you guys think so I can plan accordingly. Kind of getting into the dull stretch of a game where not much really new that you can do until a patch or new content comes out. So let me know what you guys think, alright? Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, see you later. Twitch.